Hello everyone! We are exploring the greats of gaming history today. But here's the catch. I will be playing each of these classic titles while I tell you about their fascinating histories. Let us get started with the game that got it all began. I'll be starting with OXO. It's one of the first games that came out in 1952. OXO is a video game developed by A.S. Douglas. It's a tic-tac-toe game that played using computer CPU. The program was written for the Electronic Delay Storage Automatic Calculator, in short EDSAC. You could choose between friends and computer to play. It was a pretty fun game to play and I know you guys will like it, though I cannot play the original version because it's too old for my system and it's not supported. But I will be playing an online version which made with similar infrastructure. Although in any of the match, computer didn't win against me. Most of them were tied. Alright, here we go with Pong. Simple, right? Please don't judge me based on my gameplay, I even never tried it. But back in 1972, this was groundbreaking. Atari's Alan Alcorn created it as a test project, and it exploded in popularity. Imagine arcades buzzing with players trying to master this game. It was wild. This game also has a 3D version of it and it's fun to play. In fact, the recent Meta AR has this game as one of its few featured games. Next up, Space Invaders. This 1978 classic from Taito's Tomohiro Nishikado was so big in Japan it caused a coin shortage. The gameplay feels tense, especially as the aliens speed up. It's still addictive even today. It's pretty easy to play and actually a fun game. I still remember I used to play it in one of the Nokia button phones, hiding my phone and playing every night doing a new record. Pac-Man. In 1980, Namco's Toru Iwatani wanted to create a game for everyone, not just the usual arcade crowd. Specifically, Iwatani was motivated to create a non-violent game that would appeal to both men and women in response to the space invasion. Iwatani believed that by creating a game with a more relatable theme, the game industry could broaden its appeal to a much wider audience and broaden its narrow focus. Iwatani made the decision to center the game's concept around eating and include cute characters. It was ultimately determined that a labyrinth would be the ideal setting for the game. Iwatani allegedly got the idea for the in-game Pac-Man character from a pizza that had one slice missing. A joystick was used instead of a fire button in order to keep the game simple. Pac-Man's concept stage was finished with the addition of ghosts and power pellets. Enough with the history. Honestly, it's still a blast to outsmart those ghosts. The controls are smooth. Super Mario Bros. From 1985. The soon-to-be iconic fictional character Mario was created in 1981 by Japanese game designer Shigeru Miyamoto. Mario, the mascot of Nintendo and the series' protagonist, has made over 200 appearances in video games and has grown to become one of the most well-known and adored game characters ever made. Mario was initially known as Jumpman in the 1981 Donkey Kong video game. Later in 1982, he changed his name to Mario. The first in the Super Mario platformer series, Super Mario Bros., was created and released by Nintendo in Japan for the family computer in 1985. It was the follow-up to the Mario Bros. Arcade game from 1983. Later that year, it was made available for the Nintendo Entertainment System in North America. I could play this all day. Shigeru Miyamoto created a masterpiece here. The controls are precise, and every level feels like a perfectly crafted puzzle. It's as fun now as it was then. Street Fighter II from 1991 revolutionized fighting games. Capcom nailed it with the diverse roster and competitive gameplay. The controls are tight, and pulling off combos feels incredibly satisfying. It's a classic for a reason. At first I really had problem using it. The controls were stiff because I was using keyboard. But if you play with controller, it's really fun. Doom Time! This 1993 classic from id Software introduced fast-paced 3D action and multiplayer deathmatches. Even now, the gameplay feels intense and satisfying. It's amazing how well this holds up, although I don't have much experience in this game, because it's my first time playing this game. If you think I'm playing stupid, then let me know in the comment. Who remembers The Sims? Released in 2000 by Maxis. It let you control lives, build houses, and set things on fire if you were that kind of player. It's still fun, though the controls can feel a bit clunky by today's standards. Although I played the new version of this game, I had no idea it had old versions as well. I was really shocked when I found out about it.
This growl is friendship, and then move it that's not.
5 through 9, fall back to secondary defensive position.
Halo Combat Evolved in 2001 changed everything. Bungie delivered epic storytelling and multiplayer. The controls feel smooth, and the campaign is just as gripping now as it was then. I played the Halo Infinite. It launched before I even born. It's hard to imagine how games are evolving every day. I had a hard time finding this game because it's discontinued. So to lighten up my mood, please subscribe.
What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in! Back to the airlock! Medic!
Another!
Using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
Crew announced personnel on decks 1 through 4. Report to evac station.
Rockstar's GTA 3 in 2001 gave us an open world like never before. It's a little chaotic, but that's the fun. It's one of the open world games that got me addicted to the open world. I still remember going to my uncle's house to play this game. At that time, I didn't have a PC. Having to do everything you want. The freedom makes it more addictive. Driving through Liberty City and causing mayhem still feels groundbreaking, though some mechanics show their age.
Assad just executed President al-Falani on national television.
The Americans have plans for al-Assad, and it's too late to do anything for al-Falani. But in less than 3 hours, codename Nikolai will be executed in Russia.
Nikolai, sir?
Nikolai is our informant in the ultra-nationalist camp. He supplied the intel on the cargo ship operation. Nikolai's in hell right now. We're gonna walk him out. We take care of our friends. Let's move.
Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, released in 2007 by Infinity Ward, took the FPS genre to the next level. Its gripping campaign, paired with groundbreaking multiplayer, made it a must-play. The intensity of these firefights is unmatched. It's no wonder this game set the standard for modern shooters. Till now, this is one of the most famous games. Like every one of my friends play Call of Duty. And actually, I also like it. It's phenomenal.
Weapons free. He's down.
Would not be permitted to further destabilize the region through military expansionism. And less than a day after televised...
In 2008, Rockstar dropped a bomb on the gamers. They launched the GTA 4. Although the game storyline was okay, but the game didn't have lots of things. Especially there was no airplane, no army base, and no tank. The city wasn't that big. But oh boy, the graphics was on next level. The system requirement was also less, like you needed 3 or 4 gigabytes RAM. It was best choice for budget gamers.
Every possible choice. The city is like a big buttermilk and ice cream shop. 36 flavors of titty. Hove Beach is a little corner of Eastern Europe.
Kakoshamantno. Hove Beach, next to the docks. Immigrants here do not make it very far from the boats they come in on.
No, everyone seems happy where they are. It reminds them of the Black Sea or something. People leave home to hang around the people they ran away from. Well, Chunno, it's just temporary for us, though. Our sights are set for the top mansions in Bircham, penthouse in Algonquin, a model on each arm. Me and my cousin Nico, rulers of the world.
This is the mansion?
Just a temporary place. The mansion is coming, cousin. That's the dream.
Minecraft is a 2011 sandbox game developed and published by Swedish game developer Mojang Studios. Originally created by Marcus Notch Persson using the Java programming, the first public beta build was released on the 17th of May 2009. The game would be continuously developed from then on, receiving a full release on the 18th of November 2011. Afterwards, Persson left Mojang and gave Jens Jeb Bergensten control over development. In the years since its release, it has been ported to several platforms, including smartphones, tablets, and various consoles. In 2014, Mojang and the Minecraft intellectual property were purchased by Microsoft for $2.5 billion United States dollars. Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time, with over 300 million copies sold and nearly 170 million monthly active players as of 2024. I don't know. For me, I don't think it's that impressive. Not because you can build anything. It just seems kind of childish to me. Like when kids plays with Lego. Don't misunderstand. I'm not against it.
Get down there! All right, everybody pays attention. No one gets hurt.
Again, in 2013, Rockstar dropped another bomb on the gaming world. They launched the 5th series of GTA, Grand Theft Auto 5. It was really a blast in gaming market. Like everyone was so excited about it. Though the game had the requirement of 4 GB RAM and 60 GB of storage, but after few updates of the game, 4 GB was not enough. At the time, console players were at the advantage. Like for console, you didn't need to check for the system requirement, it's just you need to check is the CD supported or not. I still remember trying to download it in my old laptop which had 4 GB of RAM, but it failed a lot of time. In the end, I just gave up and waited for a new laptop. I finished the whole game, and you can do a lot of mods and stuff. It's really fun. And here's another story when this game came out free in Epic Games, so I missed it that day. And the next day when I saw the YouTube's video, I was really about to cry. Comment below if something like this happened to you as well.
Alright, we gonna do this? Huh? Show me the money! Slow and steady, T. Slow and steady. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's enough here for us all to enjoy. Depends on how you look at it.
Fortnite became a phenomenon in 2017. Epic Games created a battle royale with unique building mechanics and constant updates. It's chaotic, colorful, and undeniably fun when you're not getting schooled by kids half your age. It's not the only game that came out in 2017 and became famous. There were several other games like PUBG, Free Fire, and other competitive mobile games. Though Fortnite was famous in US and Canada, PUBG and other battle royale were famous in Asia. But nothing can beat Fortnite, so I'm a bit clumsy when I come to gameplay. I don't have that kind of fast reaction, or I'm just always anxious. Like when you're trying to focus on your game and your parents sneak up on you from behind. That's the time I get killed. If you were in a similar situation, then please subscribe to support me, to show that we are on the same boat. Like, when you get a lot of followers, then they will realize that it's not all meaningless. So please, please, please subscribe. Cyberpunk 2077 is a 2020 action role-playing game developed by the Polish studio CD Projekt Red and published by CD Projekt. Based on Mike Pondsmith's Cyberpunk tabletop game series, the plot is set in the fictional metropolis of Night City, California, within the dystopian cyberpunk universe. The player assumes the role of V, a mercenary who accidentally gets imbued with a cybernetic biochip containing an engram of legendary rockstar and terrorist Johnny Silverhand, voiced by Keanu Reeves. As Johnny's behavior and memories begin overriding V's own, the two must work together to separate from each other and save V's life. It's one of my favorite games. Like, discovering Easter eggs, fighting street thugs. Gang's really good. Whenever I'm angry or something, I just go to Cyberpunk and smash things. That really lighten up the mood. It's just the ending always get me sad. You have to sacrifice in order to finish the story. On my first gameplay, I almost cried. Elden Ring from 2022 is the pinnacle of modern gaming. From Software's brutal difficulty, combined with George R.R. Martin's lore, creates a masterpiece. The challenge is steep, but every victory feels hard-earned and satisfying. The boss fights are really hard. If you guys have any tips, let me know in the comment. My friends always laugh at me whenever I am in a boss fight. I pulled some weird, funny stunts. So if you guys have any tips, then share them. It will be really helpful to me.
Emotional damage!
From OXO to Elden Ring, these games didn't just entertain me. They shaped the very fabric of gaming. What's your favorite? Drop it in the comments. And if you love this nostalgic journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Until next time, happy gaming!